We now have our first look at the Samsung Galaxy S26 Pro, revealed through CAD-based renders. The Galaxy S26 Pro closely mirrors the design of the standard S26, but the key difference lies in its rear camera setup. While both feature 3 vertically aligned lenses, the S26 Pro houses them inside a pill-shaped island. Unlike the Galaxy S25, where the lenses extended directly from the back panel, the S26 Pro lenses have a more refined look compared to earlier models. In terms of size, the phone is expected to feature a 6.3-inch display and measure around 149.3 x 71.4 x 6.96 mm, with the thickness increasing to 10.23 mm when including the camera bump. We also have fresh renders of the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra, created with reference to the S26 Pro. These visuals were carefully made using professional tools, with close attention to details like body dimensions, resolution, and display size. The renders showcase how the Ultra could look, following the design language of the S26 Pro but with a few refinements from the frame to the placement of the cameras. Everything has been modeled to provide a realistic preview of what Samsung might deliver with its next flagship. Alongside the images, video renders have also been produced to give a better perspective of the device in motion. Built with precision, these visuals highlight how the phone's proportions and finish may appear in real life. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments section. We've got some blastable news today about the S Pen and camera on the upcoming Galaxy S26 Ultra. According to Ice Universe on X, the Galaxy S26 Ultra is expected to include the S Pen, though it's not yet confirmed whether it will come with Bluetooth connectivity. If Bluetooth support does return, some existing features may still be unavailable. This new leak suggests the S Pen will continue with the S26 Ultra. Welcome news after months of concern among fans about its future. Samsung previously removed Bluetooth support from the S25 Ultra's S Pen, and even dropped the stylus entirely from the Galaxy Z Fold 7. These moves sparked doubts about whether the S Pen would survive, but tipster Ice Universe claims the S26 Ultra will still include a dedicated slot. On the camera side, Ice Universe also revealed that the Galaxy S26 Ultra's camera bump measures 4.5 mm, nearly double the 2.4 mm bump of the S25 Ultra. This increase is due to the phone's slimmer 7.9 mm frame and the inclusion of a wider aperture lens compared to its predecessor. Reportedly, the Galaxy S26 Ultra will feature 200-megapixel main camera with OIS and f/1.4 aperture, 50-megapixel ultra-wide sensor with autofocus, 12-megapixel telephoto lens at f/2.4, 50-megapixel telephoto lens with f/2.9 aperture and OIS. The primary and telephoto cameras are expected to benefit from wider aperture lenses, allowing more light intake. This should result in sharper details, reduced noise, and brighter overall images. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments section. Well-known tipster Ice Universe has just revealed some interesting details about the Galaxy S26 Ultra's design, focusing on its frame and thickness. Let's start with the measurements. The Galaxy S26 Ultra is said to be just 7.9 mm thick, making it slimmer than Apple's iPhone 17 Pro Max, which measures around 8.725 mm. This means Samsung is once again aiming for a sleeker and more lightweight feel compared to its biggest rival. But that's not all. When compared to the Galaxy S25 Ultra, the new S26 Ultra shows some subtle yet noticeable changes in its frame design. The middle frame on the front is now more rounded, unlike the sharper, boxier edges of the S25 Ultra. This should make the phone more comfortable to hold, while still keeping the premium flat design Samsung introduced with the S25 Ultra. From the side-by-side images, you can clearly see that the corners of the S26 Ultra look smoother and less aggressive. It's a small adjustment, but one that could improve the overall in-hand experience. To sum it up, the Galaxy S26 Ultra is shaping up to be thinner, sleeker, and more ergonomic than its predecessor, while also keeping an edge over Apple in terms of design refinement. What do you think? Do you prefer the sharper look of the S25 Ultra or the more rounded feel of the S26 Ultra? Let me know in the comments section. We're now going to run through the full specs, design, and expected pricing to help you decide which one is right for you, so hit subscribe now, and let's dive right into it. First up, the standard Galaxy S26. It's coming with a 6.2-inch dynamic A&OLED display with improvements in brightness and color accuracy. We get a 120Hz display with HDR10+ and a resolution of 1080x2340. The display will be protected by Gorilla Glass Victus 3. For selfies, it has a 12-megapixel punch-hole camera. On the rear, there's a triple camera setup consisting of a wide, ultra-wide, and telephoto, but the exact sensors are still unknown. It'll be powered by the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 2 chipset and comes with 12GB of RAM and up to 512GB of storage, UFS 4.0. The battery is a 4000 mAh unit with 25 dB fast charging and 15 dB wireless charging. It will also support 5G, Bluetooth 5.4, Wi-Fi 7, and ultra-wideband support. The phone will launch with One UI 8 based on Android 16 and is expected to start at around $800 in January 2026. Next, we have the Samsung Galaxy S26 Plus, which may also be known as the S26 Edge. This one will come with a 6.7-inch dynamic A&OLED display with similar improvements in brightness and color accuracy. You'll get a 120Hz display, HDR10+, and a resolution of 1440x3120, protected by Gorilla Glass Victus 3. There's a 12-megapixel punch-hole camera for selfies. The rear setup includes a dual camera system with a wide and an ultra-wide camera, though the exact sensors are still under wraps. It's also powered by the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 2 and will come with 12GB of RAM and storage options of 256GB or 512GB, UFS 4.0. The battery is a 4900 mAh unit with 45 dB fast charging and 15 dB wireless charging. It will support 5G, Bluetooth 5.4, Wi-Fi 7, and ultra-wideband. This model will launch with One UI 8 based on Android 16 and is expected to be priced from $1,000 in January 2026. Finally, we have the premium model, the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra. This one features a 6.9-inch dynamic A&OLED display, again with improvements to brightness and color accuracy, 120Hz refresh rate, and HDR10+, with a resolution of 1440x3120. And it will be protected by Gorilla Glass Armor 3. There have been reports suggesting that this could feature the first ever under-display camera on an S-series phone, likely an 8-megapixel under-display selfie camera. On the rear, it will come with a quad camera setup featuring wide, ultra-wide, telephoto, and periscope lenses, but the exact sensors are still unknown. The phone will be powered by the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 2 in all regions and will come with 12GB of RAM and up to 1 TB of storage, UFS 4.0. It's packing a 6000 mAh battery with significant improvements to fast charging. As expected, it will also support 5G, Bluetooth 5.4, Wi-Fi 7, and ultra-wideband. The S26 Ultra will launch with One UI 8 based on Android 16 and is expected to start at $1,300 in January 2026. Overall, it's looking like the Samsung Galaxy S26 series is going to be an exciting release, especially if the Ultra becomes the first S-series phone to feature the under-display camera. Samsung seems to be continuing their strategy of improving and refining their phones, rather than completely redesigning them for the sake of it. And just like all new phones, there will be a major emphasis on software, with AI playing a huge role in the user experience. The launch is still a bit far off, but we can expect plenty of information to leak as we approach the release date. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on the latest